What's good, everybody? Why does why does everyone make everything so difficult? The ways that we consume, what we consume, what we're told to consume, it's all blasphemy to the self. The things that we ingest through all of our information portals, our eyes and our ears and our mouth. And the one that we have the most control over is what we stick in our mouths. And we're encouraged to stick things into our face that aren't good for us. And anybody that is familiar with what I speak on is probably somewhat familiar with my diet, somewhat. And it's like, don't do what I do. Don't do what I do. Do what do what I say. It's because what's healthy and what's proper for me in my lifestyle probably wouldn't be for your lifestyle. You probably have a much different day-to-day practice of what you're doing. And what I consume is based upon the things and the choices and the places and the ideas and philosophies I have at the current time. My diet is fluctuates. And what I'm speaking about here is what is actually healthy for someone to consume. What is the health? What is the matter of your health? And it's easy. It's simple. It's very, very simple. Human beings should be eating fruits and vegetables. That's it. It's very simple. But what happens is it gets taken to such an extreme that instead of just being vegetarian, just being a human eating vegetation, like so many giant animals do, you can look at the rhinoceros, you can look at the hippo, you can look at the cows, bulls, and wonder what their diet is. Yeah, the diet is all about the sunshine and the water and the vegetation. But we take things to such an extreme that we must classify it and call it something. And let's go even farther. Veganism is a cult. And hear me out here before everybody starts freaking out. It's a cult based upon corporatocracy. It's a corporate cult. You have to understand. You have to open your fucking eyes. The entire landscape, the entire matrix of organizing information to control you and push you and sway you in a certain direction. It's in the food. Read the boxes. What are all of why do they tell you what's in ingredients in something? Why do they tell you about macronutrition? They don't tell you anything about the micronutrition. They don't tell you anything about it. You don't have enough places on the box. There's not enough room on these packages. Remember, what if something's packaged, you probably shouldn't be eating it. But the vegan, the whole holier than thou, I don't cause any harm, I'm compassionate. It's I get it. I do. I really do. I'm glad that people don't want to harm animals. That's great. But when it comes to health and the diet itself and the branding and the cult of it, if you understand what you'd be eating, let's make it simple. Get rid of all of the television, get rid of all of the marketing, get rid of the grocery stores. What happens? You walk out in nature and you find something that has a seed, that's not running from you, that doesn't bleed, that doesn't have a family, and you eat that. That's that's all you need to know. And what about this raw diet? Well, people don't know raw doesn't. It has nothing to do with not cooking something. We're made of fire. We have thumbs, opposable thumbs. We are the fire keepers. The reason we have thumbs is so we can make tools. And one of the things that we make, the one of the things that we use is fire. It's a transmutative thing. It's a force that alchemizes something. And what that fire does is for cooking things, like roots, and cooking things, turning something into alcohol. These things are healthy. In what capacity are they? How much should you be consuming? You shouldn't be consuming a lot. You shouldn't. These people on these vegan diets are always talking about eating a giant bowl of fruits and vegetables and how much they're how much they spend on groceries to get all these organic things and eat these. It's ridiculous. You don't need that much, and you certainly shouldn't be eating what vegans, people that run around here thinking they're so. It's a mental trick. It's a game. It's a mind game for corporations. Veganism and being healthier and compassionate, and I get about the the desire to do so, but it's wound up in things that are untrue, and they're branding and labeling things and putting poisonous substances in the boxes of vegan food. It comes from Vega. It's vacant. It's vacant of nutrition. The vegan, when people call themselves a vegan, they want to be part of a cult and just be part of something so badly. The notion behind it, just eat the fucking vegetables. It's so easy. Louis C.K. does a great bit on this, talking about if God came down here, he'd be looking at everybody like, what are you doing? Eat the shit on the ground. Eat, it's right there. It just fell from the tree. Eat that. I'm giving you food. What are you doing? What? It's the need for social acceptance is maybe the theme of this talk, and it really dives into even flat Earth and why people have cognitive dissonance and the need and desire to socially be part of a society, and the society is, as Terence McKenna so aptly put, culture is not your friend. Culture demeans you. Culture takes away your humanness. Culture, it takes away what it is essentially to be what it is that is a feral human, an actual unprogrammed loving creature, creator. What that involves is not all of the things that are like the divisiveness of so many things that are put, like even the veganism in and of itself. It's here's what it does. It's so militant and to one direction. And I'm not saying it's militant to be because you want to be caring and helpful and not eat meat. Because I'm not suggesting to go eat meat. I don't suggest this to people. In fact, I suggest to drink water, to fast, to even drink your piss. I tell people this because I know of its health benefits. I know what it does for the human body and the psyche and the mind and the experience. I understand this. But what the vegan thing does, because it's labeled, it's held on to right by the horns of veganism. It forces people to actually go in the opposite direction so hard that they want to. They're like, well, vegans, this is crazy. No, it must be healthy to get my food from an animal. No, it's because they see the insanity of what the vegan culture is. It is insane. It's outlandish. Nobody ever. This is new, people. You have to understand. This is a new thing. And then getting into other things like B12, and you got to have the blood of an. No, B12 comes from the beer, comes from the mead. Go brew yourself some mead or beer. That's what the culture did. This is what like the original cultures did. The ancients. There's wisdom in that honey that they turn into mead. There's wisdom in taking that the barley and making a wine. There's wisdom in these things. There's a reason they did these things. There's a reason to pickle things. There's a reason to eat sauerkraut and living foods. It's not a reason to get into what has been turned into a boxed and labeled culture of here, eat this. It didn't harm any animals, but there's so many chemicals and additives and ridiculous shit in it. And it it always gets into how people. I'm getting back to this again. It's social acceptance. It's a bandwagon to jump onto, because if we get rid of all of this language, if we get rid of all of this, again, I really try to simplify things here and try to get people into a state of samadhi, of just levitating in your mind, to think without words, to think, what would it be like in this environment right now, if we looked around, what would we do? What would we consume? What would we eat? We surely would not run after and try to chase a fucking lion. We wouldn't do it. We wouldn't go kill cows. We wouldn't do it. It makes no sense. And we wouldn't find ourselves trying to eat whatever vegan food is. We wouldn't try to mimic. We wouldn't try to mimic uh, a meat product by using all of these extracts and soy lecithin and all. We wouldn't do that. It wouldn't make any sense. What we would do is we'd go and we go, oh, look at that. That smells good. That looks good. What is that? And it would be, we would be drawn to fruits. That's what would happen. It's the most obvious thing. It's so very obvious. We wouldn't think about it. There would be, what would our feeling be? Our feeling would not be anger and animosity and pursuing a death cult. And both veganism and meat eating is death oriented. It is all wound up in the death. There's no life in vegan food. In vegetables there are. Just stop with the labels of veganism. Stop with the vegan bullshit. Stop with it's ridiculous. Just go and eat. Go eat some fruits. Go eat the vegetables and stop labeling things. Don't go to the store and get the box of vegan. Well, Oreos are vegan. Yeah, but they're also fucking bullshit and unhealthy. So Doritos are vegan. Well, go eat the fucking Doritos then. I get in these conversations with people, and it's so bizarre. I don't understand people's minds sometimes. Like, it's so, like, people that seem to have some of their brain in a working order, they still don't quite get it. They're not getting the bigger picture of the, the television. I mean, do people still watch TV? Is that, I walk by a couple fast food restaurants. I'm like, people still eat that shit? People still watch TV like as a regular thing. Like, yeah, I watch movies. I watch, documentaries. I watch a little bit of television programming here and there, and I decipher it and extract from it because I know what its purpose is and extract the good of it because there is good media. There is good channels of information, but as a whole, it's this. It's all information coming into our portals in the vegan information diet. Because veganism, the diet of what they're consuming, is information. It's informed, and it's formed in a certain structure. So the term itself is an organization of information, and the food is also organized in a certain way. Meaning, if you start looking at the I'll do it right now. Let's go. Let me go to find some things that are vegan, and I'll be right back. Let's do this.